Hey there. Today, we're diving into a topic that we all think about at some point but often struggle to master: goal setting. Let's be honest, how many times have you set a goal and then completely forgotten about it by week 2? Don't worry, we've all been there. The truth is, setting goals is easy. Sticking to them? That's a whole different story. First off, let's talk about why goals are even important. Without goals, we're just drifting through life, letting whatever happens, happen. It's like going on a road trip without a destination in mind. Sure, you might end up somewhere interesting, but you also might end up lost, out of gas, and wondering where the heck you took that wrong turn. Goals give us direction. They give us something to aim for, something to work towards. And when we finally achieve them, that feeling? Oh man, it's unbeatable. But here's the kicker: setting goals isn't just about saying, "I want to do this," and calling it a day. No. There's an art to it. And like any art, it requires a bit of technique and a lot of practice. Let's start with the basics: setting SMART goals. I know, you've probably heard this acronym a million times. But there's a reason it's so popular: it works. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's a simple framework that helps you clarify your goals and set a realistic plan for achieving them. Let's break it down. Specific. Your goal should be clear and specific. Saying, "I want to get fit," is too vague. What does fit mean to you? Running a marathon? Lifting your own body weight? Doing a headstand without collapsing? Whatever it is, be specific. For example, I want to run a 5K in under 30 minutes. Measurable. You need to be able to track your progress. If you can't measure it, how will you know if you're getting closer to your goal? Sticking with our running example, you could track how long it takes you to run a kilometer each week. Achievable. Be realistic. Don't set yourself up for failure by setting goals that are way out of reach. If you've never run before, maybe don't aim for a marathon right off the bat. Start with a 5K, and build up from there. Relevant. Your goals should matter to you. They should align with your values and your long-term objectives. Don't set goals just because you think you should. Set them because they're important to you. Time-bound. Every goal needs a deadline. Without a time frame, there's no urgency. You'll just keep pushing it off until someday, which, let's be honest, often turns into never. So, you've got your SMART goals down, but let's talk about the elephant in the room: self-discipline. Because let's face it, you can set the most perfect, SMART goal, but if you don't have the self-discipline to stick to it, it's not going to happen. This is where a lot of people trip up. Motivation might get you started, but it's discipline that keeps you going. And here's the hard truth: without discipline, your goals are just wishes. Now, I'm not saying discipline is easy. If it was, everyone would have six-pack abs and fluent in 3 languages by now. Discipline is hard because it often means doing things you don't want to do. It's waking up early to hit the gym when you'd rather stay in bed. It's saying no to that second slice of cake because you're sticking to your diet. It's sitting down to work on your side hustle when all you want to do is binge-watch the latest Netflix series. But here's the good news: discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Commit to something manageable, like reading 10 pages of a book each day or going for a 15-minute walk. As you start to build your discipline muscle, you'll find it easier to tackle bigger goals. Another thing to keep in mind is that setbacks are part of the process. You're going to have days where you slip up. Maybe you miss a workout, or you procrastinate on a project. It happens. The key is not to let one bad day turn into a bad week, month, or year. Acknowledge the setback, learn from it, and get back on track. Progress isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. One of the best ways to stay on track with your goals is to break them down into smaller, manageable tasks. This way, instead of feeling overwhelmed by the big picture, you can focus on knocking out one small task at a time. Before you know it, those small tasks add up, and suddenly, you're halfway to your goal. Accountability is another game changer. Tell someone about your goal, whether it's a friend, family member, or even your social media followers. When you know someone else is watching, it's a lot harder to slack off. Plus, they can offer support and encouragement when you need it most. And finally, don't forget to celebrate your wins, big or small. Achieving a goal, no matter how small, is a big deal. Take a moment to pat yourself on the back, do a little happy dance, or treat yourself to something special. Celebrating your progress will keep you motivated and remind you why you started in the first place. So there you have it. Goal setting isn't just about writing down what you want to achieve. It's about creating a plan, building discipline, and staying committed, even when the going gets tough. Remember, it's okay to stumble along the way. What matters is that you keep moving forward, one step at a time. Now, get out there and start setting those goals. Your future self will thank you.